Hey everybody, this is Miss K. Welcome to Miss K Going Postal. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. It's a beautiful day outside. I hope where you are, it's a gorgeous day. I hope you came to work and it wasn't too much confuckery and bullshit and lollygagging and whatnot. But we work at the post office, so it wouldn't be the post office without that shit, right? Right. So I wanted to come today and talk to you guys about some shit. It's like I got verbal diarrhea, baby, because I keep talking about the same shit over and over again. But as long as the post office keep doing dumbass shit, Miss K gonna keep talking about the fuckeries. So, I know if y'all seen my post on Sunday on my community page, I posted a comment that a postal worker made about what's going on in the Atlanta area, about their particular location, about their particular plant, how mail is not moving, how they're literally telling people that they may have to go, and all sorts of fuckeries. If you don't know, in the Atlanta metro area, there's a lot of shit going on. Because remember, they opened up and consolidated and did an RPDG, whatever the fuck. These acronyms and these letters is really killing Miss K. And they did a lot of consolidation and closed a couple of places. So it's a lot of shit, a lot of working parts moving, and shit is not getting processed. So right now, the shit is real. You have mail that has been sitting everywhere. Atlanta mail is actually going to like Charleston right now. Think I'm bullshitting? Check it out for yourself. Atlanta mail is being sent up to Charleston, South Kakalaki. What the fuck is going on? They're saying it's mail everywhere. Mail hasn't been processed. Mail hasn't been delivered. Now, I do understand that in the process of making all these changes, of you consolidating, closing, making SDCs, and making, these super RDPGs, whatever the fuck you want to call them, stuff gets bogged down, stuff doesn't get processed properly, you'll have a little lag, but this shit is getting ridiculous. And this shit is not just in one place. It's like every time you turn around, in a different state, in a different location, this fuckery is happening. And it's like, we keep talking about the same shit. Same shit, different day. That's pretty much what we got going on right now. Same shit, different day. The next thing you know is going to be a whole nother state with a whole nother issue. Might be your state where shit is not getting delivered. My problem, once again, is with this 10-year DeJoy plan, did you not put into motion any type of parameters of how you're going to move this mail so you don't get backlogged in the process of doing all these changes and making these super duper fucking plants and whatnot? It's crazy right now. The shit that's going on is crazy. And once again, if you go onto the postal website, not any website that is discussing postal news for civilians or for postal workers, but just the post office itself, there's no discussion of what's going on in Atlanta. None. No discussion about what went on in DC when I told you guys about the protest. Nothing. There's nothing going on. It has gotten so bad right now. Once again, in the Atlanta area, you have constituents, you have representatives who are asking DeJoy again for the umpteenth motherfucking time, what the fuck is going on here? And what do you get? Silence. You're not getting shit. You don't hear nothing. So at this point in time, and I keep stressing this, and I'm going to keep stressing it until somebody wake the fuck up or this shit becomes a whole complete movement. People are getting tired of this shit. And the post office is hiding shit. They're hiding the fact that people are losing jobs. They're hiding the fact that they're not processing this mail properly. They're hiding the fact that this supposed plan to make everything run better is not making shit run better when you got mail everywhere. Now, you may not have seen it, but it's on the news. If you Google it, it's there. It's bad. In Atlanta right now, it's bad. The Peachtree area is bad. But they're not going to tell you that shit because they don't want you to know that. If you came out and said, yes, we're having difficulties in the movement of the mail while we're doing this whole process of trying to move the mail from one place to the next because we consolidated, because we closed stations. But that's not what they're doing. It's not even close. But once again, this is why you have to make sure that you stay informed with the shit that's going on out here. Because these motherfuckers ain't gonna tell you nothing. And then next thing you know, they're gonna come in your fucking building, tell you this is gonna be this way, and then you're working with mail up to your eyeballs and nothing gets done. And people are sitting here wondering where their shit is. Besides the fact that their mail's not being processed, mail is disappearing. Where's it disappearing to? Where's it going? Don't nobody know. People tracking their shit and they go pick it up or whatever. It's not there, saying it was already taken or it's supposed to get delivered. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? It's getting like that? I mean, we always have like mail theft and shit every blue moon. But goddamn, you can't tell me what my shit is and I'm tracking it. Y'all be on the scan where you ban bullshit, but you can't tell me what mail is. You can't even process the motherfucker properly. And now my shit ain't where it's supposed to be if I got a box or something. It's crazy right now. When I tell y'all it's crazy, it's fucking crazy. Now, I just want to put y'all on a little bit of game because the other day, a newsletter came out for the Communities and Postal Workers United. That's the CPWU, right? So they put out their annual spring newsletter for everybody. And they went in the newsletter and they discussed what's been going on from January up until now. This is for the April edition of the Communities and Postal Workers United. Now, remember what I discussed with you guys about how communities are now getting together with the postal workers because they see that these changes are not working for their benefit. It's one thing to be a postal worker and being told that you have changes. It's another when you're in the community and you haven't been informed of changes and then shit just start happening, or they tell you last minute, we're going to have a meeting, and you don't even have a say in it. So in this particular newsletter, and remember I discussed with you guys about how you're going to start seeing a rash of community, protests, community meetings with the post office. Motherfuckers ain't taking this shit no more. So in the beginning of February, okay, there were at least 30 either protests or meetings in different states, in different locations in regards to the community speaking out on what's going on. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. And if you want to see it, just go onto the Communities and Postal Workers United website. You'll see this newsletter for April of this year, 2024, of all the examples just in February alone of what they call local resistance. And the local resistance includes the APWU, the NALC, also and some mail handlers, but the majority is NALC and the American Postal Workers Union. And these are in different areas. And I discussed with you guys some of the locations where this stuff was happening. But I'm looking in here and there's a lot more areas that I didn't even know actually had protests. The surge in the protests on these mail processing consolidations is not just hitting us as postal workers. It's hitting everybody. And a lot of people are not down for the cause. They're just not. And I'm telling you right now, and y'all can motherfuckers say what y'all want. And you know one thing, Miss K ain't gonna motherfucking back down. Before the summer, and it's February, about to be, we days off from March. Technically it's spring. Before the summer or in the beginning of the summer, this shit is going to catch fire bad. Fire bad. Because the community is not down for this bullshit that's going on with these LDCs, these LPCs, these SDCs, and then you want to do these booty dean ass motherfucking meetings. It's getting ridiculous. And honestly, us as postal workers, because, technically we really don't have a say or whatever, I'm actually kind of glad that the community is saying what they need to say. I'm kind of glad that the community is going, nah, bruh. Y'all doing all this bullshit and closures, and I got to wait 25 years to get my mail because instead of being 5 minutes away, now you're 25 minutes away and 4 extra miles. We ain't with that shit. The more and more the community speaks out on what's going on, the more and more you're going to see that the Postal Service as a whole DeJoy and the rest of his minions are going to have to figure out something. All this we ain't got conversation, or we don't have a comment, or we can't say it's finna change. I can feel it, baby. In my bones. You had 30 protests in February alone. And remember I told you, there were more coming online, new SDCs and shit coming online in March and in April. The more and more these shits come online, the more and more you're going to start seeing people ain't with this bullshit no more. I'm telling you. Because a lot of people in the community where a lot of these changes are taking place, there's kind of small communities where they rely upon the Postal Service or they rely upon the plant itself for jobs. The small businesses rely on them. If you're in a big metro area or whatever, like I am, like some of you guys are, it's not as big, but it's still a big deal. But for certain areas, in these smaller areas, it's a big deal for them because it affects everybody. The plant may have how many people, you got how many businesses and restaurants around. That's money. And when you're moving people 100 some miles away, they're losing money. So these people are like, nah. So watch what I tell you. Every single month is going to start. It's already catching fire. It's catching fire. 1 here, 2 there. Now it's 30 in February. And February ain't even over yet, baby. Still got 3 more fucking days. Then March rolling through. And I know if you guys have heard or seen the new list of openings of SDCs and LDCs and LPGs or whatever the fuck G's that's coming open. All this is happening without prior conversation about what's going to happen and what's going on and what they're going to do about it. All right now. Don't sleep on this shit, y'all. I keep telling y'all, I'm going to keep drilling it into your motherfucking brain. So the bitch in the back can understand what the hell I'm saying. Nobody ain't playing games no more. There ain't no more games to be played. The post office looks like a shithole. And now you got people who are not even a part of the Postal Service, in the integral part, in the inner workings of the Postal Service, sitting on the outside going, this look like some garbage. And we ain't with this bullshit. So I hope that this trend goes far, real far. I hope they take it to the dough. Take it to the dough. Burn it down. Take it to the dough. Because in order for people to understand what the fuck you mean, you got to show them what the fuck you mean. And a lot of people now are not with the games anymore. It was all fine and dandy when you came out with your plan. It was all fine and dandy when you said you wanted to overhaul the Postal Service. But it's not fine and dandy when you make moves and you don't tell people what's going on. There is no oversight going on. There's no transparency going on. And then you just moving shit and then you expect people to take that shit you cramming down their fucking throat. People ain't with it no more. The community as a whole are not with the games and the fuck shit anymore. So hey, let's see what happened. March is just a stone throws away. Was it Friday the 1st? And we 30 protests in? 30. That they're not even, the Postal Service ain't even recognizing. So what we going to have for March? What we going to have for April? May? The more and more these facilities open, the more and more you're going to start hearing about postal delays and strife. People getting laid off, people coming to work don't even know what they got going on. It's real like that. It's real. Like I tell y'all, if shit going on in y'all area, drop it in the comments. Let us postal freaks know because we want to fucking know what's going on. Because we're not in your area. We don't know. We can only say what's in our area or what we may hear going on. You got to tell us. And then if that's the case, if wherever you live and if you're in a small community and you know something that your community does not know, tell them motherfuckers. Tell them. Because that benefits us as a whole. When the community stand up and say, we don't want this bullshit ain't going down. This our postal service. This is what the fuck we finna do. We finna rise up for the cause. They ain't in no fucking union. They can protest all they want. So let them. Anyway, Miss K wanted to come out here and give y'all some info that you can use to put in your what? In your motherfucking toolbox. So you can go tell other people who may or may not know what's going on. So, I'm going to go back, do some work. I guess. Whatever. But I'm just trying to keep y'all informed on shit. Let y'all know what's going on. I'm telling you. Summer going to be hot. Summer going to be hot. Watch what I tell you. Summer going to be hot. This shit ain't over with yet, baby. This shit is, it's just the beginning. The beginning of what's going to go down. And I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. It's going to get so bad. And y'all can take this to the motherfucking bank. It's going to get so bad that before we actually have real primaries for presidential election and also for whatever states are running for senators and representatives, it's going to be a topic. And people are going to use this as their platform to run. Watch what I tell you. Think I'm playing. Think I'm playing. I ain't playing with y'all. Tell you. But anyway, y'all. I'm take my butt back. I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all day. And don't work too hard, y'all. It's only Tuesday. We still got the rest of this fucking week to go. But remember, always, Miss K love her postal freaks. And I know my postal freaks love me. And always remember, love and light. Peace.